Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Georgia going up tempo. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grab near the marker, it's landing. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
Turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the stand.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Fights off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Toss sweep to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pack.
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
Dropping back, it's Freeman. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Under fire. Steps away. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Marches ahead. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day.
And he will score! Touchdown, Dogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty damn quick.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stepping back, it's Freeman. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Finds his tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got his man quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Pressure coming. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on first and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia going up tempo. To the air on second down. Going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Pocket breaking down. The sure hands, it's Person. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Blasted as he lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Buys a little extra time. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry. You're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble and give it to the other team.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the time.
The extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
That's caught. It's landing. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The toss sweep to the right. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Lanning. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hatchett. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Snagged on the outside. It's Sutton.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's got it. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue.
Makes a grab down the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for space. It's Stewart. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game, and they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted, but they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Flips it out to the back. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. Now on first down from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hatchett. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.